And hello again, my friends, y'all. It's Dr. Dwain Woode, and we are on our work time with Dr. Dwain Woode. This series that we've been doing, coming live every night as we continue in the fourth quarter, Q4, as we say, as we get into the final months of the year, as we look back over the past year to see what we've done. And we look forward to the new years to see where we are planning to go and what we are planning to do. And that all is right here in the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, you know that is times if you are if you're on a team, sports, if you are working for a company, if you are actually in your life, a lot of people will take time now to begin processing the success that they've had in the old year and begin looking to the new year to say, hey, what do we need to do? I've said over the last several weeks, as we've led up to this, that there's something in your life, there's something that you have planned to do that you may not have completed. There's something that you wanted to do that you may not have started, and you may even be thinking that it's too late for me to do anything right now. But I'm going to tell you it is not too late, because Q4, this last quarter, this fourth quarter of the year, is the time when you can have some amazing success. A lot of companies right now, are even now saying to their team, saying to those people that are around them, hey, we got to dig in. We've got some benchmarks. We've got some plans. We've got some projections. We've got so many different things that they're coming up with, right? All those things. They're having those conversations all around the country and all around the world to say, hey, we're not going to give up, right? We can still make it. We can still do the things that we thought we could do. We can still have some success. And I want to say to you that in your life, in the things that you have wanted to do, you can still have some success. That book that you wanted to write, that relationship you wanted to rebuild, that business you wanted to start, that class you wanted to take, the degree that you wanted to move forward with. All those are things that right now you can still get going. You can start them if you didn't start. You can dig in and finish them if you're on your way. And if they have been languishing, if you started it and then you kind of fell by the wayside, come on now. This is it right here. Yes, we can do this, y'all, in Q4. So last night I talked a little bit about purpose. I talked about purpose. And I want to just spend a couple of minutes as we go through this evening to talk about a couple of things. Remember, this is work time. This is the time that I've set aside to do some work on my content, work on some things that we've got. We've got an upgrade that's going to be going on tonight. Hopefully they're going to be finished here in a little while, and I've got to do some testing. But this is time that I've allocated to do those types of things. Time blocking, so important, right? I did a blog on that on my website, Dwain Woode MD, on time blocking. That is setting aside time so that you know that a particular time you're going to be doing a thing, right? I'm going to get up. I'm going to do my daily routine. I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to go to the gym. At this particular time, I'm going to make that phone call. At this time, I'm going to spend time with the family. All those things, we want to make sure that they're on our schedule, right? As we move through this quarter, as we move into the new year, this is a pattern that we're setting up. And I am so excited that I get to come on right now and have you guys hang out with me while I work. And you may be doing some things right now that you can spend this time making sure that you get done, right? Go ahead and put it in your calendar so that we can work together. All right, so as we go through, I'm going to give you some behind the scenes look. I'm going to mute and we'll talk. Well, I'll work while you work as well, wherever you are. It's morning, evening, afternoon, right? Wherever you are, we welcome you and would love to have you join us. But before we get there, purpose, right? As we move through this quarter, let's have a little conversation. Let's have a conversation, right? So in order for us to have this success that we want in Q4, one of the most important things is that we do some self-reflection and exploration. You see there, right? To make the last quarter of your life or career or year truly successful, embark on a journey of self-reflection and exploration. Identify your passions, values, and long-term aspirations. By understanding what truly matters to you, you can align your efforts with your purpose, ensuring that your actions are meaningful and fulfilling, y'all. Did you see that? By understanding what truly matters to you, you can align your efforts with your purpose, ensuring that your actions are meaningful and that they are fulfilling. Because if your actions, the things that you're doing, the behavior that you're taking, don't align with your purpose, then they could be moving in opposite directions. You're heading south. That's where you want to go. That's your purpose, but your actions are taking you north. You're heading east. That's your purpose, and your actions are taking you west. They're not aligned. And even if you are heading slightly in the same direction or in the same direction, right? Purpose and action. If something comes along that you then divert to, then you are no longer aligned with the purpose. So as we get into the fourth quarter, I said one of the things that you got to do is you got to know your why, right? What is the purpose? Why am I doing what I'm doing? And in order to do that, right, we've got to do some self-reflection and we've got to identify our purpose. Okay. So that is very, very important as we move into this quarter. And as we continue, if we're going to have success, you got to do some self-reflection and you got to do some exploration. So how do we go about doing that? How do we go about doing this self-reflection and exploration? Well, the way we do that is we've got to identify some things. We've got to identify what is the passion. What is our passion? We got to define our values and some long-term aspirations. So what are the things that drive us, right? So we begin this transformation by seeking out our passion. What sets our heart? What sets your heart on fire? What activities make you lose track of time? Identify those endeavors that ignite your enthusiasm, right? You unlock this key component of your purpose. That is so important. Passion is the fuel that propels you forward. It infuses you with energy. And if we're not careful, then our passions, if we're not identifying the passions, those things that give us, the things that wake you up in the morning. What do you wake up in the morning thinking about? What do you go to sleep thinking about? By not paying attention to that, we lose the momentum that comes from having that as a natural invigorator. Because there are going to be days, y'all, when we don't want to do what we want to do, what we need to do. Whether it's art, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether it's community service, whether it's other pursuits, recognizing your passion can bring a certain level of clarity and give you drive for the purpose during those times when you don't feel like doing it. Yeah. So what is it that drives you? What is it that gives you, that burns your passion? What is it that sets you on fire? So identifying your passion and then defining your values. Values are the moral compass by which we navigate our lives. It is the lens through which we see things around us. We're going to take time to scrutinize what are our core values? What principles and non-negotiables do we have in our lives? Someone said, I heard recently within the last several years, it is that the things that define us, are not usually the things that we will do, but they're the things that we don't do. The things that are non-negotiable. What are those things that are in us that we say, okay, I will go to that line and no farther. Those are the things that are our values. Is it integrity? Is it credibility? Is it family? Is it something else? Understanding your values allows you to align your actions with what you hold dear. When your actions reflect your values, you experience a sense of integrity and harmony. And this can, like I said, propel you and take you to the place that you need to be. If we're not there, guess what? We're missing, y'all. Okay, so this can make you last. This can make you last. The values, when my purpose, when my actions are aligned with what I hold dear, that makes the quarter profoundly meaningful. That makes this time doable. It allows me to dig my heels and say, come on, let's do it. It's kind of like we were at one of our pastor's house, a bunch of us. And I remember a bunch of guys, and we're outside, and I was trying to do some at the chin-up bar, right? And there's this one guy, shout out to you, by the way, that was there. And he's an exercise fiend. And he's trying to get me to come out in the morning. 4 o'clock, I think is what you said. But so I'm there and I'm pulling up, right? And I'm pulling. And he's like, you can do one more. Come on, dig in and quick, right? And so the motivation of being there, right, with his help allowed me to do that, right? I didn't think I can do it. So your values will do that for you. It is the thing that's going to push you, that's going to hold you up so that you can have the strength that you need to move forward. Okay? And then envisioning long-term aspirations. Envisioning long-term aspirations. What long-term aspirations do you have? These are like the lighthouses on the horizon, right? They guide your journey through the years. They guide your journey through the month. What are the big picture goals that you have for the last quarter? Right? These aspirations, these may involve personal growth, professional achievement, or contributions to the society. By visualizing where you want to be in the long term, in the long run, you can work backwards to establish milestones that are actionable steps to reach your destination. Yeah. So what are those things that you need to envision? Do you need to see yourself on that stage? Do you need to envision yourself holding that book in your hand that you're going to write? Do you need to see your arms around that person who that significant other that you're trying to rebuild a relationship? Do you need to envision the financial goals that you had, those projections that you have for the company, for the family, for whatever aspect of your life that you're in? What are you envisioning? Those lighthouses, those things that propel us forward, those things that we can see, okay, yeah, there it is. I'm there. I can see it happening. Right? Envisioning. And then we want to align ourselves. Wow. Let me get back to my slide, right? Here we go. And then we want to align ourselves with the purpose. As I said before, when we are moving in opposite directions, where we're not aligned, when we're not moving in the same direction, that causes dissonance and it causes frustration. And you're spinning your wheels, but you're not going anywhere. The culmination of self-reflection and exploration is the discovery of your purpose, a profound sense of why you are here and what you are meant to be achieving at this stage. This purpose becomes your North Star, right? It is the guide. It's what you fix your direction to. It is a guide that allows you to make decisions. When your efforts align with the purpose, they become inherently meaningful and fulfilling. The daily grind is transformed into a purpose-driven journey, and even challenges are viewed as opportunities for growth and for progress. In essence, self-reflection and exploration paved the path to success in this last quarter by helping you to decipher the intricate map of your inner landscape. By understanding your passion, your values, your long-term aspirations, you gain a clarity about your purpose. And when you are living in the purpose, when you live a purpose-driven life or embark on a purpose-driven career in the last quarter, you will not only find success, but also a profound sense of fulfillment that enriches your journey and leaves you a lasting legacy. So that's it, y'all. That is it right there. Okay? So self-reflection and exploration. And how do we do that? What do we need to do? We need to identify our passion, define our values, envision those long-lasting aspirations, and align with that purpose, align our actions, our behavior with the purpose that we have just said that we want. And when we do that, there we are. There we are. Okay? All right. So that's our little talk for tonight. And I am going to now go ahead and mute and then start working. So if you're out there, go ahead and say hello. Love to see who's with us. If you're out there, go ahead and just drop a note into the chat so we can say hello to you. And last night, y'all, I think you were hearing when I was playing that clip from JP High Tech that I did with him. I think it played throughout the entire thing. I didn't realize that it was still coming through. And so you got a chance to listen to it for most of the show when I went to that scene. I don't have anything playing tonight, or at least I'm pretty sure I've muted them. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's get some work done. I've got a short that I'm gonna put together here that I'm gonna post in the morning. I've already posted my podcast for tomorrow, and it's actually wow. Yeah, it was supposed to be published tomorrow, but I think So anyway, so it's out there now. It was supposed to be scheduled in the morning, but I think I posted it this evening when I was done. I was getting ready to come on the show. And I'm working on my blog for tomorrow as well. So the blog's coming out tomorrow. The podcast is already out there, and then I've got a short. What I usually do is Thursday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, I'll sit down and I'll come up with my shorts that I will post on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning. So I'll get those all done this week as I get into the weekend, so that over the weekend, I'm just doing those and anything else that comes up. Because sometimes the weekend can be busy, right? So things come up that I don't expect, and that way I'm not stuck or I'm not rushing trying to get those done. So that's what I'm going to be working on right now. As I said, in our office, we've got an upgrade that's going on. Even now, it's actually started earlier this evening, and I'm hoping that they're going to be done. And then I have to do some testing, then go to the office in the morning to test that. But, so all of that is on my list. And then I've got some other things that I've got to do later in the day. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys see behind the scenes, and then I'm going to start working. So if you're out there, you need to be doing the same thing. All right, here we go. All right, so I am working along and getting through some stuff. Um, I actually decided not to do the short because when I was doing that, for some reason, it's eating up some more. Well, not for some reason, eating up memory, and so my computer was starting to go down. I started to see. So I am working along and getting through some stuff. Oh. Let's see. Okay, you guys should not have been able to hear that. I don't think you did, but that's okay. All right. And so I decided to do something else I need to work on. I am working on creating a workbook for a course that I'm working on, and so I've got it almost done. And so I was just putting in some graphics, and that's what you may have seen me doing. That's what you may have seen me doing over my shoulder. Okay. Just a couple more minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll move on, and then we'll be done for tonight. All right, here we go. Back to the scenes, behind the scenes. All right. We are back. All right. That's the work day for work hour for today, y'all. So remember that we are time blocking, right? We're setting aside some time to come and do some work. And so I actually got quite a bit done in the time that we've been together. Tonight we talked a bit about purpose. We talked about finding what we need to be successful in this quarter. So self-reflection and exploration, finding those things that are driving us, right? That will get us the structure, get us the support that we need to have a great Q4, great final quarter of 2023 as we move into 2022. This is Dr. Dwain Woode. Make sure you get out there and if you've not done so, get to our website, Dwain Woode MD. Lots of good stuff out there that you can look at. Remember, I redesigned the website. And if you are interested in having someone come alongside and someone to help support you, you can get there and sign up for our next level coaching program to help you get unstuck. As we get into fourth quarter, as we're moving through fourth quarter, you may need some assistance, may need somebody to bounce ideas off of. You may meet someone who can be a sounding board, be someone that's there to help you, hold you accountable, right? Remember, we need that accountability, and I would love to be a part of your journey, a part of your story. Anyway, this is Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Wood with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. Here on the channel, I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health, your life, avoid complications, and go to the next level, creating the life you've always wanted. I'll see you at the next episode. Good night.